Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Trenches, episode 12. Coming at you guys. You know the deal. As always, I'm Jay Fine. We got SK. We got Don Gordon remote today.
Remote.
What up, what up?
Yeah, he's working from home today in New York. He's in the Big Apple. What are you doing up there? Tell people what you're doing up there.
Bro, so I just got like a semi-promotion. I'm working for Dell, and so I'm over here looking for apartments in NYC, about to make some big city moves.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
But you think I can't leave my boys, man. In the trenches. You think I'm gonna leave in the trenches because I'm not in Boston? Damn mind. Come on, man.
You know that. But yeah, and I also know how it works in NYC. Like, if you see an apartment, you got to get it or it'll be gone like that afternoon.
Bro, it is nuts.
That's crazy.
We've signed so many apartments this week, but we've also lost the majority of them. Like probably just one more that's still on their list. So we have one tomorrow, and we're literally contemplating putting money down before we even see the place.
Yeah,
like we're doing that.
That's you literally.
It's crazy, but it's just like
you gotta do that move.
You don't get there early enough, we could lose that jump.
Yeah,
and it's a nice place. Washer and dryer inside. You got a king and queen size room, which is like hard. I haven't seen a king and queen size room all within a certain budget that we can still do. And I'm like, honestly, I might just pull trigger on that and just do it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. It's legit. You want to talk about dog eat dog world, New York City real estate. That's that's a whole other animal. But anyway, I think you'll be settling in soon enough. I know you'll be good. You'll find something. I feel
very
it.
well. Yeah.
Hey man, we got this.
Yeah,
we got this. You kidding me? I'm made for this. All right.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of made for this, it's looking like these New England Patriots are made to win right now. These dudes, and again,
Pre-season.
Gordon, I know it's preseason. Yeah. Gordon, I know you said last week it was just the first week, and again today on Dr. Football, we said the same thing. They said it's just the preseason and it's just the Philadelphia Eagles. Right. So everyone take it easy, but it's tough not to be a little excited and optimistic based upon what we've seen, right?
Yeah, you gotta have good faith that what we're seeing is what's gonna be for the rest of the season. I hope that, like we said before the program, they were looking strong, fast, sharp, like really
real fast,
really with their stuff. I'm excited for this team, like I said before, but last night really showed me something. If you could produce a shutout. Doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, or postseason. That's a huge thing, you know?
Yeah, for sure. What do you think, G? You watched the game?
Honestly, I didn't get to see too much. I saw the score at the end, but all I could hear from other people that I know that watched it was their defense had a pretty decent game. That dude Judon is an absolute.
Matthew. I told you,
dude. Judon, the thing is, we was talking about that when we watched the game last week.
Yeah.
We're like, he might be one of my favorite Patriots defensive players at this point. Like, he is just on a tear. And like you said, preseason, anything's possible.
For sure.
But I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So who knows? Who knows how we're gonna go through?
He's like a 3-and-1. Like he rushes like Chandler Jones. He plays like outside like Jamie Collins, and he can shoot right up the middle. Like what's his name? Who's our middle linebacker? Why am I drawing a blank?
Bentley? Who are you looking for?
No. What, the dude who sat up like Hightower. Dante Hightower. Oh my God. So excuse me.
Yeah, I was like,
he's like you combine like all those three like Patriots legend linebackers into one. He's like he's got everything, like every skill set. He can do anything. Like that dude, he's a bad man. Bad man.
See, I knew he was a madman when I see this dude in the game. It's like 90 degrees out and he's wearing long sleeves. But like, this man's dangerous. All right. He thinks it's cold outside. It's 90 degrees,
man.
Man.
That extra fat off before the rest of camp's done, man. That's all he's trying to do.
Yeah, that's a dude who that's a dude who can wear whatever the hell he wants and go out there. And he's still gonna beat your ass. There's nothing you can do about it.
Not a damn thing. Shit. But hey, since you're doing new things and experiencing new life and all this, how was Hard Knocks, bro? You told me you watched a little bit of Hard Knocks. I still won't watch.
So I was watching a little Hard Knocks, and I'm gonna be honest with you. We're in the trenches. Only the serious, most important things get spoke about in the trenches.
Right.
I want to hear it.
All I gotta say is One, Dak Prescott's a hardo. Two, Jim Jones is literally everything to that team. No, Jerry Jones to the team. Yeah. Like, he's everywhere at all times. Like, honestly, he's the head coach. He's head of operations. He is everywhere, constantly looking at everything. Two, kind of jealous. Zeke and Dak got a little bit of a bromance. They're like best friends, be getting each other's gifts and shit. I'm like, you know what? That's
so
nice.
They really like homies.
They like homies. Oh,
that's what's up. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did some kind of thing like before they got drafted, so they became best friends there, and then they got drafted together, and they both balled out. They're literally best friends. Like, in one of the episodes, they literally give like Zeke is literally wrapping a gift for Dak for his birthday, and then Dak tries to come in. He's like, "Get the fuck out of my house!" So I was just like, "That's so crazy." And they started doing this thing, and they go back and forth. So they're like best friends, but so the thing about them, right? The Cowboys, nothing special on offense. A lot of complaining. Dak's a freaking hardo. Guy's clearly like re-injures himself and then keeps trying to go 100%. Like, yo, it's not college anymore. There's a reason why you're so injury prone. Like, you got to learn how to chill. Boy. Like, it's crazy because he's like, oh, my shoulder feels bad. But he tries to stay outside. He's like, yo, go inside and get treatment. Like, go inside and take care of yourself. But he's like, no, I want to stay outside. Like, trying to be like, bro, no one cares. You already got the pay money. Like, we all know you're good. Just go take care of yourself. And like, they have a hard time getting him off the field.
So that to me, already,
I don't hate that though.
But to me already, that's just crazy in itself, because if that's the franchise quarterback, you got to have someone on staff or who is like right hand man to be like, yo, take your dumb ass inside.
I think they're such a dysfunctional franchise,
and that's what I'm saying. It's a bad thing that HBO keeps throwing them these motherfuckers money. Like, hey, keep on going with it, whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, first off, Gordon, to your point on Jerry Jones, I think he's the exact reason why the Cowboys are always dysfunctional and never live up to their potential. Because an owner is an owner, and that's what he is. He shouldn't be the GM. He shouldn't be the coach. He shouldn't be like the person coming up with game scripts, whatever the hell else he's trying to do. All right, he should be the owner, okay? That's number one. And he never does that. He always interferes where he shouldn't be. And then he always hires these weak, like, underlings that will just be his puppets and, like, let him do whatever he wants. So that's, I think, one of the biggest problems with the Cowboys, Jerry Jones himself. I'm curious, when you say Dak's a hardo, now, do you mean that in the sense that, like he's a hardo like what you just said, like he doesn't want to come off the field when he should, or a hardo in the sense that, like, he does stuff or like acts in a way to his teammates that are like cringeworthy?
No, as in like, I meant in like just like doesn't come off the field. And like, I get it. Like, if you're healthy and you're trying to get your reps to make up for last season, this, that, and the other thing, but you're hurt again before the season even starts back. You were out hurt last year. You just got this payday. Do you want to play this year? Like, I get it. You want your reps. But the only thing you're doing by staying out there and trying to push yourself when you are clearly injured, where when he's he goes for his throw and he's like, he tries to finish it and he's like, oh, it's like spiking pain. Like, I'm just like, yo, what are you doing? You had a longer season. You're going to play 17 games this year opposed to the 16 games. Like, take your ass inside, heal up. It's preseason. No one cares if you're out there right now.
When was this film though? Like, when? Like, how long ago?
That's
what like how long ago was he like wincing in pain when he tried to throw the ball?
I mean, I think it was like the first week of preseason camp. I think his first week of preseason camp, like one of the first practices in. You know what I'm saying? It's because think Hard Knocks is like during preseason camp, so it's like it has to be the first week because it was the first episode. So, and I'm thinking at this, and I'm like, yo.
So is that the reason why they tweeted out that?
Honestly, well, so
now that I'm thinking about it, is that
well? So here's the thing.
He didn't travel. That's the reason why he didn't travel that first game, and that was like making a big deal out of it.
Well, all right. So it's
remember what Justin was saying
about the tweet from the Cowboys. Well, here's the funny thing about that, though, right? Is like multiple players, including like former Cowboys, have come out and said that like that's just standard protocol, right? Like you get a second like MRI, like when that type of stuff happens, like regardless, that's just routine. Why they came and tweeted it out and put it out there to the public, that's what we don't know, right? And now when you hear that it's like, okay, a few weeks ago he was wincing in pain from trying to throw the ball. I don't know. That makes me see that's not too long ago.
It's really not, and that's what I'm saying. If these episodes are dropping, what is it, every Sunday or Monday?
Every Tuesday.
They're dropping weekly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's a paper trail. People can always go back and see it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't understand the whole Hard Knocks thing. Like, why would you expose your fucking team to everybody and everything? You know what I'm saying?
That's why Bill will never let them come out.
Of course not.
I guarantee you the
No,
Patriots are the
laugh
first one they call every year. They are dying to get inside Bill Belichick in the Patriots preseason. And he's probably like, don't even.
Like, fuck
Don't
off,
even.
bro.
I don't need that.
The day
Bro,
y'all
they're
comes, the day I'm
definitely
gone.
dying on it. Dude, there's one thing I do love though. I think it's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
Their defensive line coach played in the European Football League, and he's English, full on Brit. And so he just goes, "Oh yeah, you go into the trainer's room, get a massage. You want to get a massage?" It's hilarious.
Wait, the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys?
The defensive lineman, the defensive line coach. He's some dude.
I gotta watch this show.
This is actually his there.
Hold on,
It's
I gotta.
And he's like, all right, man, take it on inside, go to the training room, get a massage. Yeah.
Massage.
This is like some
And then
Mountain
the
State shit.
D line's like, hey, coach, can you say that one more time and I'll go back in? What is that? A massage? What that?
Bro, what? I gotta see this show now.
That's so funny. I love it when they bring back to the D line because they just talk about that dude because he's speaking English, but it's hilarious. I'm like, when's the last time you coach pro football? It's hilarious.
Wait, he was a soccer player or an actual when you say European football? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Remember when there was
what's
it called? NFL Europe?
Yeah.
That's exactly what he was doing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So now he's coaching over for the Cowboys, and Kellen Moore is offensive coordinator still. No, he's a defensive coordinator. Kellen Moore is a defensive
I like
coordinator.
Kellen Moore.
Right.
He came from Seattle, right?
He played at Boise State. I think he didn't really do much in the league, but he was players that come out of Boise State broke so many passing records. I don't know about touchdowns, but a ton of passing.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. No, the quarterback, the former quarterback. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
He's a quarterback.
Wait, he's the
at Boise State.
defensive
He's an
coordinator
A
now?
lot of that happens.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Kind of reverse engineer that shit.
You know
Yeah.
exactly what's
Yeah.
going on.
Bro,
Might as well teach
being
it.
able to read a defense, you know what I'm saying? If you can read a defense, you
could do
in the right
anything.
direction,
Yeah, it makes perfect sense,
Yeah.
honestly. Damn. I mean,
But
that's kind of crazy. I think with Hard Knocks, I mean, obviously, what they do each year is something that obviously a bunch of people want to see. The NFL is super popular. People want some behind the scenes. They want football before football's out,
Right.
but it just always seems like you're putting your franchise at a disadvantage by having yourself on that show, because I think it distracts players from the actual goal. They're being filmed. They're worried about a show now. It changes everything. And not only does it change players and mentalities and what motivates people, but like you said, it also exposes people and stuff. So I don't know. I'm glad. I'm glad it's out there. It's probably an interesting show, but I just would never, as a GM, put my franchise through it.
No, never. Wouldn't even make kind of sense to do that.
No,
But
not at all.
That's just me.
Anything else from the show we missed before we move on? You muted?
We can't hear you.
what
go.
happened?
You mute.
All I know is there was an episode after practice was that everyone and their kids was there. I'm like, damn, all these players got kids. They have a lot, obviously the feel good stories. And there's one guy who, I think he might be that player who is just unreal on Hard Knocks and then kind of flops in the season, or he actually becomes good. This dude, Micah, I forget his last name, begins with a P, I believe. And he is just, he got drafted. And he's
my boy from this year. He just got drafted this year with his son.
got drafted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's
I think
looking
from Penn
lights
State.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I was high up on. Yeah.
Bro, he looks lights out, but it might, I don't know if it's him actually looking lights out or the Hard Knocks making him look lights out, but he's been doing a lot of good things, been crushing it preseason. He complains about not getting reps, and I get it, but I don't know. I felt he's like, yo, take it easy, bro. You're going to be a player throughout this season. You've proven your record, your time. bro. Just
But if
get
it's
right.
like that, hold on. If it's like that, he's been doing lights out. They're saying he's doing a great job coaching, teammates, and he's saying I'm still not getting enough reps. That makes me excited.
He's still saying he's not getting enough
Yeah,
reps.
that makes
and I'm
me
like,
excited. If I'm a Cowboys fan, I would never. But you
He's
know what
coming
I'm
in.
saying?
He's a linebacker, I believe, right?
Yeah, they're trying to
So-
flex him out from that offensive line. Outside linebacker position to that DN spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying.
He's fast. He's strong.
Oh, for
Definitely.
sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna look out for him.
Yeah, he can definitely contain the edge. What are you looking for, bro?
Man, I'm looking for this story. There was somebody I wanted to talk about. This guy right here. This is something I want to talk about on the trenches. This dude. Does anyone know who wide receiver Damon Sheehy Giuseppe is? I saw this post the other day. I felt the need to talk about it. This is crazy. Bro,
Damon Gypsy? Who the hell is
Damon
Giuseppe Steppers.
Damon Sheehy Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
So this was back in
Pinocchio's
2000.
dad?
Pinocchio's dad, Giuseppe. He said Geppetto.
Yeah,
Geppetto.
Giuseppe, yeah.
Oh, Geppetto.
Geppetto,
Geppetto,
yeah.
the Cowboys? That's crazy.
Geppetto. No, this was because speaking of Hard Knocks, was 2019 the Browns year?
Yeah.
I think it was, right? Because
believe so.
this was from 2019. So this dude, basically, he was a JUCO player at Phoenix College. He could have landed a scholarship, but he wanted to go pro, right?
Okay.
So he paid $100 for a Canadian Football League tryout. Didn't make the Arena Football League, but then he got the address for an NFL workout and he went down to Miami, right? So his name wasn't anywhere on the list. He wasn't invited, but he knew that the Browns VP of player personnel, Alonzo Highsmith, would be there. So he researched the executive and talked his way into the workout. Then he opened their eyes. He had blazing speed, a 4.38 40-yard dash. They invited him to an actual tryout. He said one problem, though. He didn't have any money to fly home or to get a hotel room for a week. So he improvised. He slept outside and at a 24-hour gym, and he charged his phone at a laundromat. He balled out at the tryout, earned a contract, and scored a touchdown in the preseason wearing OBJ's cleats. Didn't make the team, but signed contracts with the XFL, the Spring League, and Fan Control Football.
There you go.
Bro,
Yo,
you
you
got to
really
get that
love
man.
him.
Was,
Honestly, bro. You really hearing stories about
that I feel like I read that story, and the first thing I thought of was the trenches. That's the definition of the trenches.
Going through it. You know what I'm
doing
saying?
whatever you gotta do to get the job done and get to where you want to be. Like, come on now. That is the trenches.
Yeah.
He's trenches, bro.
Legit.
Certified. Let's get in
Honestly,
contact with him.
I want to get. I want to hit that dude up and see if we can get him in the trenches. Just say, yeah, if you're out there, bro, I'm gonna try to get in touch with you. But
Fuck with us, man.
But honestly, I think that's the type of stuff where I will say, and one of the reasons I want to bring it up is because I think that was the year the Browns were Hard Knocks, and I do think that every now and then when you get some stories like that and like you get to expose and highlight people, that's the biggest benefit of that
Right.
type of thing. You know what I mean? It's like giving people who deserve to be put in the spotlight like a chance like that.
Right,
for
yeah.
sure,
Like
for
he
sure.
didn't ultimately make his goal of being on the NFL team,
But just what he did,
You
and
know
the
what I'm
fact that
saying?
he got himself an initial contract and he used it to get paid and go play in other leagues. Like,
Man, look, you caught a touchdown. Most likely the game was on. You know what I'm saying? It was on TV.
yeah,
Doesn't matter if it was local or not. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
you got OBJ's cleats.
You got a highlight of you and OBJ's cleats scoring a touchdown in an NFL uniform.
And
bro.
then
That's-
after, you know what I'm saying? After
Yeah.
that, the XFL, the Spring League,
Yeah.
all these other arenas. That's what's up, bro.
you gotta love that shit.
Yeah. Shouts
You
out
really
to him
do.
again.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's
Super wild.
as fuck.
You love to see that shit. Speaking of, I mean, we gotta, if we're just talking about football and some long shots, I'm curious. I want to throw a couple questions at you guys for this upcoming year. Talking about long shots, talking about people in the trenches. There's a lot of, names that kind of fly under the radar every year going into the NFL season, whether they're like rookies, undrafted free agents, like, people who are just flown under the radar and are waiting to take that next step. Anybody you guys got in mind in particular to keep your eye on this year that you think is gonna come out and take the football world by storm?
Honestly, I really think that dude Kyle is gonna do some wonders in Atlanta. Kyle Pitts.
Oh, Kyle Pitts. Okay. All right.
I'm going from.
I don't think he's under the radar. Though.
I think he's under the radar.
They need him to do something. They gave up Julio for him and Calvin Ridley. So
I think that he's gonna really blow some people's socks off, though. Like
You think?
I really think he's gonna blow some people's socks off because what he was just doing in college, he just made that shit look too easy, and especially in the SEC too.
Yeah.
Where I think what he's gonna translate to the NFL is just gonna be like, oh shit. Remember when Justin said, "Oh, I feel like the game's slow." Justin Fields was saying, "I felt like the game was played slowed out there." Imagine for him now, he's just coming off the line and just like making space, making this dude look silly, and then at that point, the world is yours. So I really feel like he's gonna knock some people's socks off for real, for real.
He could, and honestly, the funny thing is like,
Yeah.
it's funny because if he was a wide receiver, right?
For sure.
Nobody would be doubting him. Everybody would be expecting great things from him.
Exactly.
But it's just because he's a tight end, everyone's always like, well, first year tight ends traditionally, blah, blah, blah.
You see my
So it's
point?
like everyone's trying to
There
cap
we go.
him because he plays tight end. But this man, he's
more
got
than
no,
that.
yeah, he's more than
He's
a
a
tight end.
receiving tight end, though.
Yeah.
He's a receiving tight end.
But you could
like-
not only that, but you could literally line him out and just make him a receiver. You could make him a big body, like a Julio, like a big body
Right.
dude, or Calvin Johnson type of, like,
Scary
you know,
shit. Like you're saying some scary legends right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
And that's why I feel like he's just gonna go above and beyond. Initially, what I thought, what other people thought too, as well. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me.
for sure. Gee, you got anybody?
So I kind of have two things. The first one, I wouldn't say under the radar because I kind of feel like they need him to kind of show his worth.
Yep.
One is kind of under the radar because they're, he's a young guy. But I would say the first person, from his like long history as a quarterback in the league and not winning as much as they've wanted to, him on his new team, he's going to do really well. Freaking Matt Stafford, man. I think he's going to blow it up.
Yeah.
I think he's going to really show like, yo, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I was on the Lions for all these years. You can call me old. You can call me whatever you want, but I'm still here. I'm still relevant. And this is going to be his season to blow up and really stand out with all those assets they got over there. Weren't we just talking about this, looking at that whole conference over there? And I'm just like, you know what? Matt Stafford's going to have a good season. 2, bro. Mac Jones, man. After these last two, like I've heard a lot of good things last game. After watching the first game, his ball precision is just really well done. He is putting the ball in the right spots. Granted, he hasn't seen any complex schemes. So we'll see what happens if he can pick it up and if his mind can work, be able to go with the beat when things start getting tough, how he'll react type thing. And obviously there's some growing pains, but I think after watching Cam, after watching him the first game, I was like, oh, it's gonna be rough. And I think the Pacers are gonna give him a couple games, and if he doesn't perform, Buddy's in 4th game. I think that's or second half of the 3rd game. Shit, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But I think Matt Stafford, as a old wily vet, gonna come out, show his value. Mac Jones, as a new young guy, is going to really show his value and stand up as a leader. We'll see.
I love that. All right. I honestly agree. Like you can't argue with either of that. I think Stafford's going to be a top quarterback in the league for sure. I think Mac Jones is going to. I don't know. We might even see him starting this year. I think it's looking like it. At some point.
I really hope it's not.
I mean, but Cam balled out the other night too, though. So
I hope
it's
it's
you know.
not too soon. That's my only thing. And that's
Cam
what
looked
we were
really
talking-
good last
And
night.
remember, that's what we were talking about last episode. Like, who do you go with? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't know, but I just really hope Cam is still in.
Bro, I want Cam to be so good so badly.
You feel me?
I really do. I want Cam to be MVP
I
Cam.
really do, though.
MVP Cam. And he's looking like COVID Cam. No one wants COVID Cam.
Well, I'm just gonna chalk it up.
okay,
I'm just
MVP.
gonna chalk it up to preseason for right now. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're only playing those finite minutes, some of these players are not even playing the whole first quarter.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
For sure. I will say though, he did 100% ball out last night. Though.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
balled
yeah.
last night. Did not. That was the best Cam Newton's ever looked in a Patriots uniform. So granted,
And that's why I was like, I'm so fucking torn, man.
right?
Like, I love Mac.
Look,
at the same time, it's Cam.
I think it's this. I think it's the same thing. We all have kind of slightly different opinions or similar opinions, but I think one thing we can all kind of agree on is it's going to be Cam Newton's job to lose. I don't think.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't think
At
Mac.
the beginning of the season,
Yeah,
he's
I
the
don't
quarterback at the beginning of the
exactly.
season.
I don't think it's too much of a debate. I think this. I'd be very shocked if Mac Jones starts Game 1, but I'd be very shocked if he started Game 5. No,
no,
but I think it's Cam Newton's job to lose.
Yeah, for
to
sure.
start. So he's got the
hell
hat.
you got going on?
Quinnipiac.
Quinnipiac. Shout out Quinnipiac. Shout out my girl Melissa who went there.
Ooh.
See you, Mimi. Nah,
right.
bro. Who's
Bucket
yours?
hat.
Who's yours, bro?
All right, I'm
Your
pulling.
big surprise of the season.
My guy that I'm pulling out here, I mean, I don't know how much under the radar he is. I think he's kind of under the radar after last year. He came out of Alabama, highly profiled, kind of fell on the wayside in an offense and a team that struggled to have an identity, a quarterback that kind of failed to show consistency, an offensive scheme that didn't utilize him to his full capabilities. But this year, we are hearing that he is locked in as the starting number one, and he's getting utilized
Tell him.
more. Henry Ruggs.
Tell him.
Henry Ruggs, okay? Henry Ruggs came out of Alabama. Everybody looked at him and said, that's the next Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And then he showed up to Oakland. Derek Carr decided every other game to crap his pants. John Gruden decided, hey, we're not going to utilize him at all like we should. We're literally just every single
Waste
play, just maybe going to just send him straight down. They don't utilize him at all. They didn't drop anything to get the ball in the sands. This year, from what we're hearing in camp, from what we're seeing, this man is getting utilized as the number one receiver. They're drawing up more things for him. They're going to build more game plans around him. That man is a talent. I can't wait to see him come out this year and ball. Hopefully, let's hope Derek Carr can keep it up. Let's hope they actually scheme around him. Let's not forget how highly touted he was coming out of Bama. I'm going with Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs.
Let's get it.
The
I like
third.
that.
Henry Ruggs the
Ruggs.
third.
Number Trey.
The third.
Yeah.
The third. Yep.
The Treyway. You know.
Third time's a
Wow.
charm. Yep.
Trace.
I like
Trace,
it.
baby. That's what I'm
All
going
right,
with.
Okay.
Yep. But
Son, that's Japanese for three, by the way.
is that Japanese? You know Japanese?
I mean, man, I can count to five, man.
Yeah.
Ichi, ni, san, yo, go.
Song.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, no little song.
Hey,
song.
man.
I got that
Duolingo,
off of
shout
the
out
40-year-old
Duolingo.
version. That's all I know.
I didn't even remember that. Damn.
Bro, we was getting the wax scene.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that, oh, she's counting.
She
Yeah.
said, each knee, son of a. Yeah, that was my shit.
Hey, man, you got to be able to count that money. You feel me? It's all about that money.
Hey, big money though. Let's talk big money talk.
Yeah, someone just got paid.
some big money talk.
Money
Y'all want to
and love.
talk big money?
Let's talk
Let me
home.
tell
Let's
you
talk
about
home
some
team.
Big money.
Let's talk home team first
Yeah.
though. Let's talk home team first though.
All right. So the Boston Celtics have made some really good moves. All right. If you think about what they've been working on, what they've been doing, if you really look deep and down, they're really trying to fortify their structure and what they've been kind of working on for several years.
Yes.
You see teams of the Lakers, you see people coming in, coming out, trying to bring out all kinds of players to their team, trying to give them all the supermax contracts and whatnot. What the Celtics are really trying to do is fortify their base, and they're kind of building on top of that. Something they've been able to do is they hooked Marcus Smart up. 4-year extension, $77.1 million. But honestly, if you look at it, he's more or less the heart of the team. Think about this, right? He's the energy. He is the young KD basically coming in here trying to get the boys ready to go, ready to be the one to throw the first punch, ready to get the hoorah going on. And I'm about it. I'm for it. I feel like he's the only one on the team that can bring that kind of energy. And if they got rid of him, they would have to go out and search for somebody like him. This is very hard to do. That's not you don't just have talent like that and be like a good guy at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But Marcus Smart, I think he deserves that money. We have another play on the team, right?
Tell him.
Definitely got that good extension. Definitely got a little bit of a payday.
Little baby boy.
Baby boy Robert Williams, 4-year extension, $54 million.
Yeah.
I see him being explosive. I see him bringing kind of young energy on there. Literally, I was watching some clips on him before, and all I saw were alley-oops of him just jamming it on people. It was insane. And so, I like these moves. I like they're doing. I honestly, me personally, I feel like I need to see more out of Robert Williams to kind of.
They need to put him on the floor, man.
Bro, that's what I was going to say. I'm so glad they gave him that extension. They got to play him.
They got to put that boy on the floor.
You know what I'm saying? Because there were some times in the postseason where they didn't give him those minutes, or some games where he was in for a good amount, but when the going got tough, they put in their starters or they put in their main players. And if you're giving this dude $54 million, you better be ready to be able to play him extra. I mean, granted, that dude will definitely take that money if you're not going to, put him in the game.
Anybody would, but yeah, he's definitely.
That $54 million is based off of, I got to look at what the contract is. Is it based off incentives where it's like, oh, I need playing minutes, how many points you need to score, how do you do this, how do you do that? Then, who knows what's going to happen, but one way or another, you're going to do that kind of money. You expect a lot out of them. And, I'm personally, and I mean, Justin, you're about to go into it. For me to be able to justify that money, I need to see a lot more production. I need to see a lot more minutes, and I need to see him grow up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Moose now. This is my show. Granted,
sure.
he Tatum. He's not going to be a Tatum. He's not going to be a Brown.
We don't need that, though.
To be a force. We don't need him to be one.
We don't need
him to be a force.
For sure, but you're kind of what I was gonna say, but I actually disagree a little bit in the sense that I've seen what I need to see. I think this man can ball. I think he is a great center for today's game. He's athletic. He can rebound. He jumps through the roof. He plays defense like no other. Okay, and he can play some offense too. Like this man, when he's in there, he produces. What I do agree with is the second part of what you said. What you said, they need to play him. They need to play him. I didn't see Brad Stevens play him as much as he should have. And it was weird because you saw stretches during the regular season where he was getting played a lot and he was going off. And then, the next couple of weeks, he'd just disappear. And you'd be like, where is he?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I never understood it because, when he was in, I'm going to rebuttal and say what we've all been saying, he's been balling. But it was at crucial times or moments.
Where is he?
I'm saying? It was they pulled him out.
That's what I'm saying, right? That's right. Where is he? Why is that dude not in the game
but I'm
right now?
yo, you just need a quick bucket down low or just need a defender quick bucket down low and you're going to pull my guy out. I really didn't understand. But like I said, I'm just happy that they extended this man because we needed an actual center. Yeah. And he's going to give us the actual center trace that we need.
Yeah.
To actually make a big run. You know what I'm saying? So
stick him on Giannis anytime Giannis tries to
that's it.
You know
what I'm saying? That's it. That's all they have to do. But I'm glad that we have a new coach in there. I'm glad Brad's not in that position to make those calls anymore because I feel like that was too much pressure on his hands.
I think Brad's a way better front office guy than a coach because I do think I don't want to take it away from him. I do think he's a brilliant basketball mind. I just don't think we talked about it. He's not that. He doesn't have the intangibles, the X factors needed to be
You're not
coach.
that guy, pal. You're not
NBA
that guy.
coach.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Exactly. He's not that guy.
To be an NBA coach because these players are gonna have their own thought process. You know what I'm saying? Their own opinions, and you have to know how to filter that and know how to maneuver and manage it.
Exactly.
And he didn't know how to do that at the professional level, college level for sure. You know what I'm saying? But at the professional level at this point,
it wasn't working.
It wasn't working.
And I think the biggest thing, and one of the things that actually made everything kind of make sense, we had talked about this a little bit when Danny Ainge. Where you go? You want me to pause, G?
Oh, he's getting up. He's getting mad.
He's getting mad. Oh, he's getting a drink. All right. Now, one of the things that we talked about. I thought you were getting a nooner. I thought he was about to show me a nooner. Tequila soda. All right. There you go. Get the essentials. One of the things that I when we first talked about when Danny Ainge stepped down was we speculated as to why Danny wanted to step down or needed to step down, right? And obviously, we didn't think it was actually that he couldn't connect with this generation of players. We obviously thought that was just an old school motivation tactic, right?
Coach.
Exactly.
You're not trying to hear that.
Right. And obviously, Brad Stevens is a good fit for his old job. But what really made sense to me was and this is kind of an old news story, but it was someone was talking about it the other day. And it was basically back when Kawhi was in free agency, right? Mm-hmm. And, I believe it was Kawhi's father, said, Anthony Davis, not Kawhi, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis's father was super, super against Anthony coming to the Celtics, and his exact reasoning was for things that Danny Ainge had done, specifically to players like Isaiah Thomas. And he mentioned how the Celtics had no loyalty. It seems like they would just throw you by the wayside after everything you'd done with them. He didn't see it being a good fit after the way he saw Danny treat some of those players and some of the deals he made along the way. And it made me realize that maybe Danny realized it was about that time that if business wants to get done in Boston, because he's got a notorious reputation, people don't want to do trades, don't want to do deals with him. Now he's got a reputation among the players and even the players' families that this is not a man or an organization that you want to be, a part, like working for or a part of. Maybe he straight up realized, and the Celtics or ownership and organization as a whole realized, Danny's kind of burned too many bridges to continue with him.
You know what? I don't think he understood that this is a players' league now.
It is. I mean? It is. The days of Red Auerbach are over.
Long gone. He's been moving and operating like this is the NFL. Like they're gonna go off of anything and everything that I say, and that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole reason why we lost mega superstars coming from here.
Yep.
From KD to Melo. You know what I'm saying? Like any and everyone who was hot and on the market.
Hey, speaking to the mic.
Can you not hear us for real?
No, deadass.
Oh, man.
You can't hear us right now?
Like for real?
Yeah, I can hear Justin. I don't know. Steve's a little quiet.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you are.
All right, bet. But yeah, like that was my whole point of saying like he's done all this bullshit throughout the years and he's just been running it like it's his own little club. But it's not. It's a whole league. It's a whole organization that people are going to talk. Families actually talk. Yep. They want to know what's going on because not only are the players going to be there, their families are going to relocate and everything. It's like the Al Horford situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole fam was up in Boston. They keep saying they love Boston. As soon as his ass went to Philly, they were like, we fucking hate Philly. You know what I'm saying? They made it known to everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't like thrown by the wayside or just getting washed under the bridge. Like, that's real shit that people are going to hear and have as their own testimony. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I bet Al didn't want to leave the Celtics either. You know what I'm saying? So
he definitely did it.
No. So, yeah.
I really did forget that Al Horford came back. I remember when he saw him come back, I was like, all right. But then I really forgot that he was actually back for a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I mean, but sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was saying, like, I think, especially with the new coach there, I think his goal is to make sure that he's the leader of the pack, but making sure that everybody that needs to be involved is involved. And I feel like there have been a lot of big conversations with the team on how they want to move forward and how I feel like they want to keep their circle together while also adding great assets to it. And I think he's getting proper guidance, not only from the players, but from management as well. So I think they have a good process. Let's see where it goes until the season starts up again. Was it October is when the first game start?
Around there, yeah. Like towards the end of October,
yeah. I mean, look.
It's supposed to be big games the first game, right? It's supposed to be a couple of big games.
All I know is that Christmas Day game.
Against the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm going to be locked the fuck in, man.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Remember you said the list. Who's playing Christmas?
Bro, it's the Bucks, Celtics, the Lakers, Nets.
Oh,
Miami. I think the Raptors. It's a fucking doozy, bro.
You gotta love Christmas Day. Christmas Day basketball.
I'm gonna pull it up, but it's a fucking doozy.
Thanksgiving's football, Christmas Day.
We get three football games Thanksgiving, and then we get like 5 games Christmas. Like,
oh, you gotta love it.
Bro,
man.
you
gotta just love sports, man. Like, you just gotta love sports in general because it's like, damn. Not only do I get to watch this is also another way for me to escape my family.
Yeah, and just chill.
And chill, and then I can also potentially make or lose some money off this shit.
Hey, you never know exactly.
Welcome to Hedge Better, baby.
Hedge Better.
Also, too, like, all right, my other thing is like, if you just think about it, my big problem, I guess, with Thanksgiving games, right, as opposed to like Christmas basketball, is like Thanksgiving football is like more so about traditional teams than it is like putting on a good show for the holiday. You know, like basketball, just like you said, like they purposely like craft their matchups and they pick the best teams. And there's always like usually a backstory behind why they're playing, all sorts of stuff like that. Football, they'll pick the same shit bum, nobody gives a shit teams and games every year to play on Thanksgiving just because it's traditional. And it's like, no, I don't want to see that. I want to like Patriots Bucks. That should be a Thanksgiving game. Like
that would be my Christmas.
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
Like,
we should be seeing like Steelers Ravens, like Bucks Patriots, like you know like
the
like
elites.
Yeah, like elites. Even do like if you want to go back to the OGs, do like Giants Redskins, do like or Washington football teams. Do something like that. I mean, I just want to see something more interesting than just like awful games, same old stuff. Yeah. I
feel you on that.
You know,
what you got to say about that, Gordon? How you feel about these Thanksgiving games?
I think the Thanksgiving games are gonna be like whatever, because think about it, right? You watch the Cowboys, you watch like you're same old, you watch the Lions, but like most of those teams just aren't the same anymore. And so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now Matt Stafford's gone. Who the hell wants to watch the Lions?
Jared Goff led fucking Lions on Thanksgiving.
Nobody wants to watch that. No. And so, like, honestly, you got to come up between the two, Christmas versus Thanksgiving on watching games. I'm not going to lie to you. By the time the football games are on, I'm probably already sleeping on the couch watching those games. You know what I'm saying? Think about it.
Through it, yeah.
Hey, you know your ass is drinking, sit on the couch watching it, and you on the second quarter.
Facts.
You try to it's not the truth, you are lying to yourself, and you know it. You know you see Christmas Day, you're too busy playing with yourself, having the games in the background.
Playing with yourself. Damn. Oh no. He said what? What's the problem?
I said playing with your games. And you know what I'm saying?
You said
get the video games and stuff. What are you talking about?
He said
play with your game. He said
what you talking about?
You said playing with yourself.
I said, hold on, whoa. He said, no. I said, play with the game. Play with the game.
Take it easy now, guys. There's children that listen to this. All right?
That was a good one, yeah.
Rated R podcast. Y'all need to take it easy.
No, for real though. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Like, you definitely want to just chill all day. Because, like, look at this. And this is for this year, to everybody. We got at 12, right? We got the Hawks versus the Knicks.
Love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Love that.
I love that.
That's how we kicking off Christmas Day.
Love that.
Immediately after, we got the hometown team against the Bucks.
Love that.
You know what I'm saying? After that, Warriors against Suns.
Love that.
Then hold on.
There's more?
Wait, there's more. Then we got the Nets versus the Lakers.
Love that.
And then to end the night, you're going to see the Mavs versus the Jazz.
I like that. I like that too.
I actually love that because I'm a big fan of Spider Mitchell, man.
Yeah, and Luka, Spider and Luka, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Luka was already a given with the Mavs, but I'm a big fan of Spider.
Dude.
That boy is nice with it.
Unbelievable.
Wearing that 45, I like that. Like, that's a...
He's got like a 6'10" wingspan. He's like 6'2".
Exactly. So it doesn't make any sense. No. But he's just a freak of nature, and it just makes it exciting to watch.
Those are all great games.
And you can't be mad at any of them, man.
Hold on. Now, just for comparison, let me look it up.
We got to go see what the Thanksgiving games are right now. Yeah.
Thanksgiving NFL games. All right, let's see. This year...
Ice versus Julius.
Of course, it's not going to load. Oh,
Jason
I was looking at my texts.
Oh, you
That's in the wrong search bar.
Chris versus Steph.
Thanksgiving and
Braun versus Harden.
Games. All right, so this year
versus Mitchell. Come on now,
bro.
What is it? What we got?
All right, we start off with the Bears at the Lions, and it's like same old shit. And I mean, the Bears at this point, if Justin Fields is playing, that's like a fun team to watch. I don't have any desire to see the Lions. Then we got the Raiders.
Zero desire to watch the Lions.
No, zero desire. Zero.
Negative desire to watch the Lions.
Detroit fans don't even want to watch the Lions now.
They wear bags
Detroit
over
fans rather go buy a Chevrolet and burn down the city than watch the Lions.
True. Think about it. No one wants to watch the Lions. And then afterwards, all right, look. It's not the worst matchup, but it just could be a better one. Raiders at the Cowboys. It's just blah. It's blah.
You know that's going to be a field goal shootout.
Something like that.
This is
yeah.
gonna be a field
I
goal
mean,
shootout.
obviously the Cowboys are a high profile team, but
You know they play down the competition, and that's
Yeah.
another problem I have.
I don't know
with them,
I don't know what you're gonna get out of the Raiders. You never know. I don't know. And then the last game of the night, this would have been great if Drew Brees was still the quarterback of the Saints, but it's not.
We got crab legs with
It's the Bills at the Saints, and I'm sorry, unless the Saints
Bills.
are able to just absolutely string an incredible game together, I see that being a blowout.
Them Bills are gonna beat
Be the
their
pants
ass.
off them. So it's
Josh
so
Allen gonna have a field day in
it's
the
like
Superdome.
I don't even. Not only are these not only are these three average at best matchups, but all three have the potential to be blowouts. The Bears could easily blow out the Lions. The Cowboys could easily blow out the Raiders, and the Bills are probably going to blow out the Saints. Like,
Most likely.
you know what
Are
I'm
you
saying?
talking about the Cowboys blowing up the Ravens? Did you just say
No,
that?
Raiders.
Oh my God.
Gruden
I'm just
in
saying, what
them.
are we talking about?
No, the Raiders.
Conversations we have.
Raiders.
All right.
We talking
We're
LA.
good.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
Las
saying.
Vegas, Las
But
Vegas.
every single.
I blame the Wi-Fi. It's pretty shit here.
All right, we'll blame the Wi-Fi.
No, you
But
good.
It's all the water.
But every single game that you read for us on Christmas Day
Yeah.
was fire, and there was not a single game that I was like, oh, I can pick a clear winner. No,
Knicks, Hawks, Celtics, Bucks, Warriors, Suns, Nets, Lakers, Mavericks, Jazz.
there's like all good. Yeah, there's all good games.
You know that they're probably all going to go down to the wire. So, like,
It's crazy.
yeah, I don't know. They just got to do better. That's the only thing. But, hey, glad our boys got them extensions. You know what I'm saying? Glad we got a new coach.
Yeah,
Glad
I
that,
mean,
Brad's out the fucking way with that shit because he was just too finicky for me, man.
honestly,
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of good. The boys are ready. They're gonna grind it out. It's gonna be crazy. So I'm really excited to see how this goes. You know.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, for sure. I mean, look, I think everyone's expecting too. Everyone wants to see Tatum and Brown take that next step. You know, they're budding superstars. Everyone wants to see them become superstars.
I need them to be in the ECF, man. Conference
Need it.
finals,
You
come
need
on.
it. They need. There's no reason.
I'm
why
not
they
saying
shouldn't be there.
finals. I'm just saying conference finals at
Yeah.
this point now. That's all I'm asking for.
If I can compare anyone to anyone, I would say that I would compare the Browns to the Cubs. You know what I'm saying? They don't win nothing. The Cubs didn't win for so long. And what happened when they went to the pennant? Everyone was going Cubs. If the Browns were making it to the conference championship, I'm Browns. I'm ready to go.
Oh, you
Browns
just
gonna
switched sports up on us.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield is going to be the cockiest quarterback in the league.
He's ready, yeah.
Odell Beckham's going to be like, this is Odell Beckham. To everybody on Twitter, Instagram, that's what's going to happen.
Instagrams.
So
Whatever they need to do, I need to see the Browns go further.
actually, good. I think it's actually really funny that you say
yeah.
that because we talked so earlier again on
segue.
Dr. Football. We talked about that, and the big question was, they asked, are the Browns capable of winning a Super Bowl? They're a Super Bowl ready team, right? And I think the easy thing to say was that on paper, that's a team built to win, right? The big X factor is Baker Mayfield. Is Baker Mayfield going to perform like a championship quarterback? That's the one thing I think that's the one X factor. They have the coaching, they have defense, they have an O-line, they have skill players. It's Baker Mayfield. So I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, Baker, I feel Baker
Right.
is an emotional roller coaster, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm
Dude
stuck
has
at.
talent, but it really depends on who pissed him off today, type thing. You know what I'm saying? Who grinded Baker Mayfield's, good gears? You know what I'm saying?
So then
Was he-
basically you're saying they can't
was
because
not pushing to throw 4 touchdowns or have 2 interceptions. What kind of day Baker's gonna have? I think it really varies on, did his wife let him go to green light to the club down in Austin this week, or you know what I'm saying? It really depends on that. So
I mean, yeah, I think that's a team that goes as far as Baker Mayfield takes them because I think on paper they're one of the most complete teams in the NFL.
Yeah, he's just too emotional right now, man.
he's so emotional.
and if he can
What happened?
harness that energy,
That first season when he was
that's
starting,
what I
right?
mean. Yeah.
We became a starter, and the head coach got fired, right? And they brought a new guy. And I guess I forget what game it was. I think it was the first game that they saw after it. the head coach came over here to shake his hand, and he shoved him off and walked to the conference room.
I think it was Hugh Jackson, right?
Yep. And he was just like, hey, so the coach tried to shake your hand afterwards. Like, how do you feel like playing with them and things, playing against him and whatnot? He's like, I don't care. He left us. I don't care anything about that guy. He's second thought in my head. And they're like, he didn't leave you. He got fired. And he's like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. And I'm just like, how immature are you? Like, I get it. But like, damn, that was a bad thing.
There might have been a personal beef there too, because don't forget,
what do you
mean? He made him a starter. Like,
no, but it took him a while. He started some bums over him.
He had no other option. He was like, damn, this kid's pretty nice.
Baker probably went in there on day one, probably being like, how am I not the day one starter? And the fact that he came in like week 6 pissed him the fuck off. He was like, fuck this guy.
Fuck this dude, man.
But anyway,
I get it. There's a lot of behind the door stuff that probably could have happened, but in the end of the day, Baker, you know what I'm saying? You make a joke at him, he's probably going to like get upset about it and try to fight you later for it. So it is weird.
Invite him to the Rough and Rowdy.
Oh yeah, we get
Rough and Rowdy versus the Steel and Ass Boys.
See what's
that's all one unit. We're all team here. Speaking of which, we got our Tail of the Tape guys coming up next, so we're about to wrap it up in a sec. Speaking of Rough and Rowdy, we got Bobby fighting next Friday.
You see that transition I do, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, what happened to the Pac-Man Jones? I thought he was supposed to be fighting Pac-Man Jones.
That is who he's fighting. He's fighting Pac-Man Jones.
You haven't seen the scorecard.
Pac-Man Jones, yeah.
Man, that scorecard is looking pretty nice.
Be good. Hey, we'll be in the new studio by then. I think we'll do a little watch party maybe for the Rough and Rowdy.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out, Justin. Shout out to you, right? It's been some time. You've been talking about this idea. You've been talking to me about this idea for a while. And you're making it into a reality. Think about it, right? It's been a few years. You're constantly growing to the point where now you have an HQ1. You signed the dotted line. You have an HQ1. We're doing the head draft next Sunday. Yo, this is you, brother. Come on, man. I got to give it up to you, bro.
This one?
Yes.
Man, I appreciate it. We're taking it one day at a time. And honestly, we couldn't do this shit without, all you guys and people like you guys helping out and being a part of the movement and believing. So honestly, that's going to do it for the trenches. We love you guys. That's episode 12 in the books. We'll catch you guys next week. As always, we'll be back with more to talk about. Follow us on Instagram at @thetrenches_HB. Hit us up on YouTube. Go to the Hedge Better YouTube channel. Check out our channel. And as always, we'll come back next week. We'll see you guys.
Be easy.